Hello, I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
And we are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri. And today is our quilty chat.
We're kind of matching, kind of orangey.
Yeah, it's fall, so you know, orange. It's like
Orange.
all the leaves are orange, so I'm gonna wear orange.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thank you for getting on our YouTube channel and watching us. Click subscribe. That helps us out on here. Lets your quilty friends know we're here. Lets
what
YouTube,
you're doing.
Yeah, gives YouTube like, oh, quilters like this. People like this. So anyway, that helps us out. So it goes up, we try to put it up on Wednesdays, and then on Friday you can go to our Facebook page and watch live shopping for just 30 minutes, short and sweet. And the link to our Facebook is in the description below. If anything we share today we have in the shop, a kit or a pattern or a book, we'll tell you that. You can always call the shop and see if we still have it, or depending on when you've watched this, I don't know, we may not have it anymore, but anyway, you can always call the shop or visit our Facebook page.
Is it bright here today? Again, I'm blinking my eyes.
Yeah, the sun is shining and we have our light on, so it's a beautiful day here actually in Missouri today. Yesterday was a little hot, a little warmer than I like
For fall.
But today was nice this morning. Okay, anything else?
Nope, we do $7 flat rate shipping. So if you buy anything off of YouTube, that's what it is. If you spend $100, it's free shipping. But we're not going to talk a lot about prices and all that. We'll just mention it if it's available.
Yeah, this is basically just our
Sharing.
things we're working on. So we encourage you to do the same. Get yourself a notebook, write down projects that you want to work on, need to work on. Just limit yourself. We do 8 each, but you know, I'd suggest limiting yourself to 5 or 10, even 8, because
The list can go on forever, and that's all you're doing is writing it down.
Yes, just writing down, not getting anything done. So if you just keep your list short and sweet, gives you something to focus on over the next week, and it's fun to go back and see that you got things done.
That's right.
All right, you want to go first?
Okay, I'm going to show my Celebrations quilt. So this is actually a Villa Rose pattern, and I think the size, there it goes, 64 by 80. So that's a pretty good size for a Villa Rose.
Yeah, it's a good size quilt. It uses fat quarters, and we do have the pattern and the kit here in the shop. But
And it's done in segments, so it's not all the way done.
She's put 2 pieces. Is it 2 and 2?
Yeah.
But look at that. So she's got that little gray square going through it, where this one's black.
Which I have to say, it kind of disappears in here. It's very light.
I think it looks great though. It's
It
pretty.
is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Once it got started, it's like no backing up now. But
No backing up now. Once I got all the 4 patches done, it's like, okay.
yeah, but it's, you know, we've seen fat quarter quilts like this that have, you know, some movement going on, and
It actually
busy.
looks better on the screen than it does on my phone. And you can see that little gray going through there now.
But the prints are so cute. We got this little llama, he's carrying presents, the nutcracker. There's a car that's got presents on top. Just cute.
It's just cute. It's got a little metallic in it. But I have one more row to actually sew together. That goes in the center of these 2 segments. So darn close. I got up early this morning thinking I would get it done. It just didn't happen.
Yeah, that happens.
But the kit is available.
Okay, so I'm gonna show my plaid quilt. I have it completely done, binding
on and all.
binding sewn on, and we even have it kitted here in the shop. The phone's gonna ring, but we're gonna ignore that because we're not open yet.
We're not open yet.
It
Binding's
is
really cute on
done.
it. And again, that is supposed to be a baby quilt, isn't it? That's
No.
pretty good size.
No, it's not.
That's not a baby quilt. I mean, it don't look like a baby quilt. It's more of a lap. I would say that is,
I think
the
it's
size.
like 70 by 70, 60 by 60, something like that.
So is that one of those black and white?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
okay.
5 1-yard quilt, and
Pretty.
we have it kitted. There's the binding. I love the binding.
Kind of got a modern vibe about it.
Yeah, it's got kind of a modern feel. It's just fun.
And you got a pretty backing on it.
And the backing, we don't have it anymore, but
That's just a tease.
But it's done, done.
And I think she got that out of the clearance.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to show you a cross stitch. So this is the one I was working on last week. I showed you, and it's so close to being done. So we do have the pattern in here. They've got a little bitty,
Just one little spot.
one little spot left to go. Isn't he pretty? You can see there at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And in the screen, I can't tell, that it's very brown. It's not a green. So there's just 3 colors, a navy, a light blue, and then in the
And
picture.
you did the DMC called for colors.
Called for colors. In there, it looks kind of green, that 3rd color.
But yours
It's
is
more
more
brown.
brown.
But yeah, I just used the
brown
DMC
green.
called for colors.
Yeah, I like it. I love it.
So
Maybe they
close.
used a green hand dyed or something.
It does not say that.
Doesn't say that.
It only gives you the option of DMC, but I always
Right.
thought it'd be pretty in silk too.
Yes. Okay, so I have been sharing this. I told you guys I was going to get this done, and look at me, I did.
You did.
So in this book, Sunday Morning Quilts, which I think we have one or some here in the shop, I'm not sure.
That's neat.
But it's this quilt, candy coated, and it's just a scrappy quilt. I was looking through it this morning. I'm like, there's some in here I'd like to make. Anyway, she did hers in all like pinks and reds, and
Grays.
Grays.
Hers is more controlled Scrappy.
mine's wild scrappy.
Hers not controlled.
But it's done.
It's more gypsy. You went a little rogue on that.
Yeah, it's gypsy. There you go. I like that.
It's very pretty though, and it's a great way to use up your scraps because they're just narrow strips. So
Yeah.
what do they call them all the time? Strings. So
Yeah, and
leftover
there's
binding
no-
strips,
no
leftover
matching them up.
sashing.
No making sure they line up.
Very forgiving.
But it's done. Yay.
I like your little quote right on the front of the book. It says, "Sort, store, and use every last bit of your treasured fabrics."
I try, but
You try. Well, they grow faster than I can use them.
yes, and people are coming up with new prints faster than I can buy them and use sew them.
I know that feeling too. Did I take a picture of this? Yes, I did. So I have started our Hip Saint Nick, and I can't decide if this is going to be November or December small, one or the other.
We have 2 options. I have a baby quilt that I got done that I did boy and girl, so you can pick. So it'll either be that or it'll be the Santa for November.
And maybe we gotta do the baby one because you have it done, but you'd be creating Santa in December, which would be fine. You can
Yeah.
enjoy next year.
Yeah.
Anyway, as far as I got is I went home, and inside the pattern, it's got your paper pieces that you just copy with your printer. It tells you where to join them at, and that is all part of putting Santa together.
So he's paper piece.
So I've got my paper cut out and taped together, joined, and that's when I realized I'd had one more page to copy. But he is really cute, and this is the fabric for him. We've got it all kitted. So this
That'd be cute.
this turquoise color is going to be the background that you see. That is kind of turquoise in there. And we're doing the pillow, not the wall hanging. And I don't know, I may do some red rickrack like they have done a pom-pom.
Yeah, they did little red pom-pom. That's cute.
Might do some red rickrack because we definitely have that. All right, that's as far as I got. I've
That's
taped it together.
progress.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up is the baby quilt. This is a it's a 4 half-yard cuts, and it's like black and white
It's one of those.
pattern here.
A-OK or something.
Yeah, A-OK patterns, but I've got the boy version done. It's quilted, no binding yet, but it is finished.
Cute.
I did a flannel back.
Oh, yes, you did. And that's
Yeah,
pretty
it's
on there.
really cute. It's just so sweet. It's little dogs.
I like it.
Little dog paws and things. It's just cute. So I think it's like 40 by 40 maybe.
That's, I would say it's square for sure.
Yeah.
But we don't have the pattern.
Well, we
Oh,
have the
excuse me,
pattern.
I'm yarning.
We have the pattern. I just don't have the pattern here.
Not
right
in front of us.
Right here.
Okay.
This moment. We have it, the kit and the pattern.
Okay, the other thing I'm going to share is I was in Dollar General yesterday, which our little town of Brunswick, you know, we have a Dollar General, and I try to go in and out of there.
I don't
Instead of-
necessarily do it on purpose. I do it all the time.
I do it all the
because I
time.
need things.
Because I don't want to go to Walmart anyway.
We don't want to leave our little town.
Not really, if I don't have to. I'd rather spend my few extra hours in my sewing space.
Me too.
Anyway, I'm always looking for ways to finish cross stitching that is kind of unique. Well, they have these little things, and they were only $2 a piece. They're made out of a, what do you call it? It's not pressed board. What is it?
It's not real wood probably, but
No.
it's some kind of
I don't even see
wood
that it says.
feel.
Anyway, I got one that says Happy Fall, and I'm planning on getting rid of this little tag. Not that if you found something that went this way, would be fine. But I'm thinking this way. I've got this cute little winter scene with little houses and trees. It'd be cute on there, and finish it that way, and then put the hanger on the back.
So you'll just put it over top of the Hello Fall.
Exactly. I don't have to paint nothing. And then this one says Home. It's just got a little. It's black. I thought, well, you could do something where the black showed, as long as you did it on the inside.
The black shows just a little bit.
And I put when I'm doing something like this, I put my cross stitch on like sticky board. If you don't know what that is, Hobby Lobby has it. I wish Walmart would get it. I might actually make you go to Walmart once in a while, but I try to avoid Walmart. But sticky board is something I use to finish my cross stitch, and then I'm going to mount it on something. Well, it's just a unique shape. So when I seen them in their housewares or whatever you call them, for $2, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy those.
Gotta have those.
Gotta have them.
All right, so I've
Look
been.
how tiny those
I
are.
know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I kept thinking, am I doing these right? But I read over the pattern several times.
Well, you can see it's small.
I shared this last time. This is a block of the month that we did, I don't know, a while back. But I have all the blocks done, and I just needed the border. So look at me, I got them all, little borders
Look at those little stacks.
So there's these
gosh.
little blue, I haven't trimmed them, I haven't squared them up, so they're a little wonky. But anyway, there's the little blue ones then that you can see in there. Like every other one is a little tiny square, and then these are the
big ones.
big ones. And so I got them all done.
Oh my.
So now I have to sew on rectangles on each end, and
I'm studying
around.
it. Oh, I see now, yeah. Basically, it's the setting part.
I'll show you some of the blocks. I showed these last time, but they're just fun to look at.
They're pretty. I never get tired of those blocks. Those blocks are pretty. And they go good with our colors today.
They do.
We're
They
very
match us.
polished.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that we'll get to enjoy it done this fall, but
I love that one.
next fall, maybe I can hang it in my house. We
Mm-hmm.
do have a few of these kits.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I think we have just a few. We ended up with some extras when the block of the month was all said and done, so you could get yourself the kit. The blocks were pretty easy.
That's what she says.
They really were. They weren't.
Well, they're
too
big
challenging.
pieces. You can see the blocks are, I would guess, 20 inches, aren't they?
Oh, there's a few. Whew, I don't want to lose these little dudes.
No, don't lose those.
Yeah, if you came flying out of the pile. That would be so sad.
So sad.
If I
And this
ended up
is a
having to
nice
make
size
just a few
quilt.
extra.
I don't have the rest of it, but I want to think
Yeah, I
like
just
80 by
bought
80.
the cover. Yeah, it's pretty good size. Anyway,
She's got her stacks.
I'm pleased with my progress.
We love our pretty stacks. I'll show you a pretty stack. These are all my log cabin blocks. Looky here. There's a whole container. They overflow it. So these are just papers that we sell here by It's So Emma, I think. They're 6.5 inch log cabin blocks. Oh, I don't have the measurement on there. Oh yeah, I do. So I'm trying to make enough to end up with 72 by 84 size quilt. I need 168 blocks. I have 141. I tell myself all the time, just do it. Just sit down and do it. And I try to keep them in front of me because sometimes I will just do one or two.
Like a leader ender kind of situation.
Yeah.
All right, so I put this kit together a while, I don't know, a week or so ago.
And you took it home with you?
And I took it home because I want to make it because it's Jen Kingwell, and I love everything Jen Kingwell. So anyway, here's the pattern, Grandmother. It's a Villa Rose, and this is the layer cake.
Okay, it's a layer cake.
And this is called the Lookout, her line. We have these in the shop. We have these kits. We have these layer cakes. I think it's very pretty.
Have this pattern.
So this is going to be where you see all the, were they 9 patches? See all 9 patches. This is going to be where you see the big orange. This will be the little snowballs around the orange.
Ooh, yeah.
And then this is the binding.
So easy peasy. She's made this quilt once and made it much bigger.
I
even.
did. I made it for a gift.
Like a queen size.
And so this one, it'll be super quick once I get started on it.
And you're only going to use 40 of your 42. So if you get one that's pretty close to something you don't like, you can, it seems like whenever I do anything with the layer cake, I'm always glad when it doesn't take all 42 because there's always 1 or 2 that's I don't want to use.
Right.
That quilt finishes 60 by 75, which is a good size again.
Yeah, it's a good big quilt. So right here, I can tell you the price. The kit is $99.05.
It's attached.
Yeah, it's attached to it.
I need more floss for this. So I gathered up. I showed this on live shopping last Friday, and I just couldn't stand it. I want to make them too. I'll make all of them. But I'm gonna start probably with the Slothmas. He's my favorite, and I love the little llamas too. Anyway, I started. It's all in color. I'm just gonna show you quickly. Look, look. I love the patterns in color. I started pulling the floss that I had at home, and I still need to get a few that I didn't have. 3.
Oh,
that always happens. And then I just pulled a couple of colors that I had. Of course, white. And because these are ornaments, you know, this is the time to use those little remnant odd shapes.
They're not gonna be very big.
Not gonna be very big. But then I had this one that I don't know how long I've had it, but it's kind of a distressed gray. See, that one needs to be not quite so bright white, or really even the llamas are kind of done in a yellow. What could be that one is?
Oh.
And that is 18 count, I think. 18 Ada count, Ada, 18 count. So we'll see. It's when I get all my floss together and I say I'm gonna make that, then I try to lay the floss on top of the cloth and see how well it's gonna show up.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm almost done with the fall one. I'm gonna get back to birds, which I forgot I didn't grab all the birds I have done, but I've been sharing with you guys the bird blocks that I have done. So pretty birds, and this is a block of the month that is almost done here at the shop, so I'm behind. But anyway, we do have a few extra kits, so if you wanted to do it with, if you wanted to just buy the kit, you're not really gonna do it with us. Well, kind of with me, because I'm behind.
On our last roll, you will. Just jump to her where she's at.
Yeah. But anyway, we're doing the large quilt at 69 by 79. The colors are very similar to what's shown here.
We just went through the shop and picked our own colors.
But anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. So after I finish the fall one,
setting wise.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back focused and finish this. I was trying to see, yeah, there's
June.
month 4, so I may be
June, July, August. We have 3 months to do.
Yeah, maybe 3 months behind. I'm thinking there's 5. Yeah. So I think it was only an 8.
It's either it was an 8 or 9
month program. So
she's got a little bit to catch up.
Yes, and we did it a little bit. We've done several Elizabeth Hartman block of the months, and they always turn out really nice because they're so scrappy. You know, when you just buy a fat quarter pack and you're picking your own things, it's overwhelming. But these are all done for you. They come
rolled up,
all rolled up
with the bird.
Yeah, each bird's rolled, so there's no fabric choice thinking for you. But anyway, you're doing in 1 month. You're doing 4 of the same birds. So it gets a little faster, you know.
So hopefully if you're doing the piecing correctly, you don't do it wrong 4 times.
Like I did on one.
She had one bird that just
haunted her. Well, I took it apart, took like 3 of them apart. Anyway, and I knew better because I'd already realized it on the first one, but then I did it 3 more times. But anyway, I still have one that I may just leave.
You can just be that weird bird. Yeah. We all have them in our family, right? That weird duck.
That's right. It's be the weirdo bird.
There's be the weirdo bird. Okay, I pulled out a Scrappy thing that I started working on last year. I don't know what it is about me. It's like when it's getting close to Christmas, I want to stitch Christmas. I want to sew Christmas. So this is a quilt, Quilty Trees. I don't know that we really ever kitted it. I think I just did it on my own.
I think so.
Not that I wouldn't kit kit it for you. I would.
Quiddle.
I wouldn't quiddle it for you.
Wow, you got several blocks done.
Well, I got several blocks done, but look at the trees. Aren't they pretty?
No.
So this quilt is just back quarters. So I think I'm doing the throw 60 by 75, which takes 7 back quarters, and then, you know, of course, your brown.
I mean, you could just pull greens from your stash. And this would also be one where you could do a scrappy background.
You really could. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just picked the same, but it looks a little different because it's kind of that ombre star, you know, how it's clustered on one end. But, you know, if you had your scraps all done in colors, greens, you could just pull from greens.
It's really cool. You should get that done.
I do. I should. Because, I mean, look at my stack. I have quite a few of these done.
You do. You probably have at least 10.
At least 10. I don't know how many you make, but...
That looks like quite a few.
Looks like what a few.
Like way more than 10. But
yeah, way more than 10.
10's a good start.
I think I actually have 10 done. But they're all just, I mean, very simple sewing. My gosh, it's just squares and rectangles. Yeah. But it's just really neat. And I am just sure I started with 7 back quarters. I don't really see that here. But I thought if I went with too many greens, then that would just be more thinking. But if you get these cut out again and just stack them like on paper plates is what I do at home, then you are mindless sewing, really.
Right. Okay, so I did this.
I'm done in checking. Isn't that cool? That's done in checking.
Oh, in the plaid. I did this Charm School book. I did the Quilt Scrap Happy. And so we've had a lot of people buy this book and do this quilt after I did it. So the quilt in there, I think, does it no justice because you can't see the stars. You can't see that blue. It uses a lot of 2.5-inch squares, and I've got my binding.
I want to say it's 300. Oh no, it is 576 2.5-inch squares.
So you can see I'm almost over half with the binding.
Oh yeah, that is pretty.
It's a square quilt. Look at my back.
Oh yeah.
It's got birds.
And that is a cotton and steel fabric, I think, from a long time ago. Yeah, see, I mean, her stars really shine in that color she chose.
Yeah, I did an orange star, and then
the background's
the background, I guess what it would be. It's
more of a
Jen Kingwell black and white print.
Yeah, now all the prints are not Jen
Oh,
Kingwell,
no.
because those are scraps out of her own stash.
Yeah, these are scraps that I cut up, and anyway, yeah, I used a lot of them. The blocks are super easy, so you should get yourself. Okay, so there might be a break in the video. I don't know, my storage was full, but so we're just gonna do this last part, and then I'll try to put them together. Okay, so you're on your last one.
So my last item is my large scallop marking ruler. This is by that Michael Mitchell, however you pronounce her.
Okay.
So here it is. I've been wanting this to come in because I want to put a scallop border on this Dolphin Island. So this is a layer cake that we have in the shop, and it's got this Essex linen. I put a little inner border, outer border.
Goodness.
That same Essex linen is also my accent, if you have done and Dolphin Island, you know what I'm talking about.
It's an Essex linen or speckled? It's a speckled, yeah. See, that don't look like Essex linen.
So I was tired today. It's showing.
Yeah, it's a really cool, it's a Dolphin Island. We've sold so many of these.
Patterns.
But we don't normally put a border on it.
It's my first time to put a border on it, so I just wanted to change it up, and I want to scallop it.
Yeah.
So I've been studying the ruler, and so hopefully I will get this done.
Yeah, get it figured out.
Get it figured out.
All right, so my last item is Mom had bought me these charm packs. I showed them last time. And when I was going through the Charm School book this morning, I like this quilt. I think this would be really cool to use those charm packs.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, and it's called, the quilt's called Love Letter, and it's in the Charm School book, and it uses 3 charm packs. So,
oh, really?
And you got me 4, so I'll have 1 extra to play with.
Well, you could, pick and choose your colors.
But anyway, I think I'll do that. It just uses the 3 charm packs, some white fabric, and then some sashing and border fabric. And it finishes 52 by 66, so it's not real big, the lap size.
This
Isn't that
rectangle,
cool?
which I like. And gosh, you have so many options. You wouldn't necessarily have to use a solid creamy.
No, I think I'd never use a solid
Probably
cream.
use a speckled of some kind.
Something.
Because
Who
it's got a
knows?
little metallic in it, copper kind of color.
All right, so that finishes us up. Anyway, I apologize for a little break in there. I have no idea what that's going to look like in the end. As you know, YouTube's like,
You may just not see this last part. We don't know.
new. I don't understand a lot of it, how to do it. So anyway, figuring it out. All right, well, we'll see you Friday for shopping on Facebook, and then next week we'll be back. So
Yeah.
all right, bye.
Bye.